is Moijesina Saitala Paulo from the Department of Environment. As someone deeply involved in the International Negotiating Committee on Plastic Pollution and working within Tuvalu's Department of Environment, I witnessed firsthand and immense challenges our nation faces when it comes to managing plastic waste. Being closely engaged with the Department of Waste Management, I see daily the impacts of plastic pollution not only on our fragile environment but also on the health and livelihood of our people. Tuvalu, despite its small size and low contribution to global pollution, is bearing the brunt of plastic crisis that is not our making. Our island nation, with its limited resources and geographical isolation, is struggling to manage the influx of plastic waste, especially microplastics and nanoplastics. These tiny particles, often invisible to the naked eye, are pervasive in our marine environment, threatening our fisheries, food security, and the overall well-being of our communities. Without proper facilities for monitoring or technical capacity to analyze the presence and impacts of microplastics, we find ourselves at a significant disadvantage. Our oceans are a lifeline. The contamination of these waters with microplastics is not just an environmental issue, it is a direct threat to our survival. At the international level, there is so much that can and must be done. As part of the global community addressing plastic pollution, I call for stronger, more inclusive international policies. It is not enough to simply capture or clean up these particles after they have been released. We must tackle this issue at its source by redesigning plastics to minimize their contribution to microplastics and nanoplastic pollution. We need to transition towards the materials and production method that prioritize a closed-loop system, one that prevents these harmful particles from entering our oceans in the first place. I also urge the international community to provide the necessary support to small island nations like Tuvalu. We need technical and financial support to build our capacity for effective waste management, data collection, and pollution mitigation. Without this, our efforts will be severely limited, and the effects of plastic pollution will continue to threaten our ecosystems and our way of life. Plastic pollution, particularly microplastics, is a global issue that requires global solutions. Through international cooperation, shared research, and innovative approaches, we can work towards reducing plastic releases and creating a more sustainable future, not just for Tuvalu, but for the world. Faraftailasi.